Hello, everyone. You see my. Yes, honey. If I look a little sweaty, because I'm sorry, right now it's like literally 32 degrees. And for Canadians, that's hot. Extreme hot. I wish I was at the beach, to be honest. Whatever. Anywho, we're not here to talk about what I want right now, okay? I'll make a vlog right after. So we're gonna just basically talk about how I feel about what I've been seeing lately with the drama about Nicki Minaj, the drama about Rock Nation, like just what I've been seeing. And it's like I felt like I've been seeing this drama, the sneaky drama with record labels that forever. We've seen it with Taylor Swift, we've seen it with Justin Bieber, we've seen it with I think even Ariana Grande at one point. So all three. I wasn't sticking the middle finger, I was just doing this. All three. All three. Okay? There's more artists out there that have said some stuff. I can't really remember right now, but there's more artists that have said some stuff. But for now, we're mostly going to talk about Nicki and Cardi B. Why I think they put Cardi B on a pedestal, and I think they just I feel like they try to do everything in the book to sabotage Nicki Minaj. I feel like they don't treat some of these other female rappers equally. And from what I'm seeing is that it's so weird because it's like when Cardi released that one, her song, I think it's called Outside. Yeah. It's an okay song for me. I'm just saying, like, there's a certain moment it sounded like Up for a second, but now I'm just like, I was like, alright, it's an okay song. I didn't see it trending when I went on Twitter, because usually when I go on Twitter and saw people release songs and stuff like that, and it would be trending on Twitter. I didn't see it trending on Twitter. I didn't see it really. I didn't even know the song was there until someone else had to say, until like a whole drama channel had to say, oh, Cardi B released a song. I didn't even know. So it's kind of funny for me that how out of nowhere, within a span of 3 days, maybe, it ended up being number one on iTunes, on the US iTunes chart. I didn't understand that. I really didn't understand that, because I even asked one of my friends that I've hung out with, I think a day or two ago, and I'm like, have you heard of Cardi B's new song? And she's like, what are you talking about? So it's like, and she doesn't even hate Cardi B, so that's the funny part. Because there's times when we would go to a club and we'd be dancing to Up, actually. And Up, for me, is actually one of my favorite songs from Cardi B. You see, I don't have a hatred towards Cardi B. I just feel like they don't treat Nicki Minaj the same way. And Nicki Minaj has been doing this since '07, really. And I don't get why some of you guys are attacking Nicki for everything. Cardi B be doing worse. Cardi B, we've known her from being a reality star, I guess. She was on reality shows. And then she later ended up becoming a meme because of one reunion or other stuff she's done on the reality show. But out of nowhere, she just became a rapper. Because I didn't even see her I didn't even know of her to be a rapper. And most people even said the same thing when Bodak Yellow came out. So she ended up becoming a rapper, I guess. Topped many charts and got Grammys and stuff. And it's like, I just don't understand why Nicki Minaj doesn't have a Grammy. And here's what I'm going to tell you guys. It doesn't make any sense to me why Cardi B has Grammys more than Nicki. Nicki doesn't even have a Grammy, I think. I'm not sure. It doesn't make any sense to me that the Grammys actually banned Nicki because of a performance in 2012, which is why Nicki doesn't have Grammys right now. I don't think, it really boggles my mind how the Grammys went so far as to ban Nicki when, you know, other artists have done more weirder stuff on the stage. Like, I don't get it. I'm looking at the Nicki Minaj performance in 2012, and it was just a little honestly, in comparison to all the other performances, I don't really see why you had to even ban Nicki Minaj. It just doesn't even make any sense. And it's not that you banned her for years? You banned her indefinitely because she doesn't even have a Grammy. She's not usually always getting a Grammy in comparison to Cardi B. And then some of you Cardi B fans, big Cardi B fans, always like to sit here and use the Grammy thing to attack Nicki Minaj. And it's like, you guys need to understand, that's not Nicki's fault. Nicki could have been getting Grammys left, right, and center, but you gotta blame the Grammys. And I personally feel, whenever Nicki releases a song, I personally feel, and from what I've been recently just been watching a drama, or lots of drama channels actually, and they've been saying the same shit. They've been saying that, you know, there are people out there kinda, you know, doing little things in the media to sabotage her getting into a number one spot, or because personally I think Pink Friday 2 was one of Nicki's best albums in my opinion. And I think she should have got so many accolades for that. It was named that she was this is the first female rapper to get this amount of, you know, sales and stuff like that. But it's like, where's the Grammys? Where's other stuff? So it doesn't make any sense that you guys are just sitting there doing your little sneaky stuff out there just so she doesn't win. You just want Cardi B, you want any other artist that's especially with the Megan Thee Stallion type of thing. Y'all were really trying to get her to attack Nicki Minaj. It's like, it doesn't even make any sense. Look what happened now. Now we come to find out the real truth behind Megan Thee Stallion. And I don't even hate Megan Thee Stallion. That's the funny part. I don't even hate Megan Thee Stallion. It's just that I it's like the truth came out. You guys are not even going that hard on Megan Thee Stallion. That's the funny part. Because if Nicki Minaj, let's say if the roles were reversed, Nicki Minaj did that, what Megan Thee Stallion did, you guys would hold that against Nicki for the rest of Nicki's life. I kid you not, you guys would. This is the shit that pisses me off so much. And I just don't understand. It's like every little thing Nicki Minaj does that's so tiny, you guys stretch it out. Cardi B would do something so big, and then within a couple of days, you guys just forget about it. Megan Thee Stallion would... This Megan Thee Stallion thing, I mean, honestly, at this point, it's like, I hardly even hear anyone really talk about her right now. For now, I am gonna say, yeah, Cardi B and Nicki Minaj are one of the top two female rappers in my opinion. I hate to do this right when she just released her date on her second album. I just saw on tour. I had to go search it too. It's so funny. This is another thing too. I just literally went on Twitter and you would think a person that said, yeah, my album's coming out September, da 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 da. You would think Cardi B's name would be trending, but why is Doja Cat's name being trending? Someone explain to me. You see what I'm saying here? There's so many negative shit has been said about Cardi B prior to her song coming out. Prior to her song coming out, there was so much negative shit that had been said. And it didn't make sense to me why, out of nowhere, everyone started to I love Cardi B. Oh my gosh, I love Cardi B. Y'all were saying negative shit about this bitch just before the song came out. And even when the song came out, y'all were the same people that were still talking shit were still talking shit. But then out of nowhere, when you hear a couple days after, out of nowhere, she's number one on US iTunes chart. Really? The song, to me, is just a basic song. I'm not saying that to be a hater or anything. I still listen to Cardi B songs, older Cardi B songs. So it's not that I'm being a hater. I'm just saying the truth. It's not really a song that I was really hoping that she would have done something that's like a summer song, like release a summer song. But now we have to wait for her album to come out. As I said, I was on Twitter and I saw that Doja Cat's name was trending, but not Cardi B. So, and I'm like, that's strange. Because for someone that released the date of when their newest album coming out, I would expect her to be trending. Okay. So anyways, okay, moving on. I saw there's many screenshots showing that Up and WAP are going to be on the song. I mean, are going to be on the album. Why they are on the album? And if Nicki Minaj were to do some type of shit like this, you guys would fucking go. You guys would hold that against her for the rest of her life on why did she put older songs on her second newest album. You guys would hold it against her. This is not an album. Mind you, you have to understand here. This is Cardi B's second album. This is not a deluxe from the first album. This is Cardi B's second newest album. So for you to put songs that are years older on a new album, that doesn't make any sense. Those songs are bumping, don't get me wrong. Actually, I like Up a little bit better, but I'm just saying, it doesn't make any sense to put songs that are kind of years old on a new album. This is your new album, Cardi B. You have to understand this. You put out a song that, in my opinion, does not really cut it. I'm sorry. I know there are going to be some people saying, well, blah, 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 blah. I could care less. Honestly, at this point, I'm just saying straight up that it's just... I thought that for all this wait, she would have put her first single on a new album to be bumping, like to be really, really bumping. But it's actually not that bumping. It's just a basic song. And it wasn't even that trending that much on Twitter, or any other site. So I don't even understand why. I don't even understand why she even thought this was okay to put songs that are years old on her new album, her new second album that everyone's been waiting for 7 years. If Nicki Minaj were to fucking do this, like I just been saying for how many times you can count, y'all would hold it against her. If another female rapper were to do that, y'all would hold it against her. If Ice Spice were to do this, y'all wouldn't even let it go. Y'all would be making the worst jokes on Twitter, Instagram. Y'all would be making a video and even talk about it, about how Ice Spice made us put an older song. Let's say she put Think You the Shit on her newest album. You guys would hold that against her. If Nicki Minaj were to release a new album and put, let's say, Super Bass, you guys will hold that against her. You guys would be saying, oh, she's trying stuff to bump up her sales and this and that. Nicki Minaj released a new album with new songs, and her sales were still up. So what are you trying to say? Even though they were trying to sabotage her success, her sales were still up. So please don't sit there and try to tell me that please don't sit there and try to tell me that Cardi B is allowed to do put songs that are on 5 years old on a new album coming out this year. That's not okay. Sorry, that's not okay for any rapper. Period. That's not okay. Unless you say deluxe, unless you say remix, unless you say whatever, okay, then fine. I'll accept that. But no, you're putting it on an album that's your newest album. You're actually, it's not even one song, it's 2 songs she's putting. And none of y'all, some of y'all are talking, some of y'all are actually grilling her about it, which you should, because these songs are 5 years, almost 5 years old, I think. So why the fuck why is Cardi B allowed to do this, but not Nicki Minaj or any other rapper, period? Explain to me. If Nicki Minaj were to do it, like I said, you'll grill her. Ice Spice, you'll grill her. Megan Thee Stallion, let's say if Megan Thee Stallion were to do it, you'll grill her on that. It's so many. It's like a double standard with Cardi B and Nicki Minaj, actually. And I personally think Cardi B just came into the game doing a reality show. Nicki Minaj was selling mixtapes from her car. Like, come on now. She was selling mixtapes in her car. From her car. Like, I don't get how you guys can sit there and compare the Nicki Minaj and Cardi B. In my opinion, they're just both rappers. I don't like when people compare them a lot. But when you have to see the sales and stuff like that, I guess you can say they're the top 2. However, I don't like comparing the 2. Because I think Nicki Minaj at this point is in her own level, which is a high level in my opinion. But now some of these record labels out here and these other companies are just trying their best just to bring her down, and I really don't think that's right. I really don't think so. Cardi B, we'll see how the album goes in September. I was expecting her to release a little bit earlier, but she wants to do it September, then fine. She was going through some stuff, but honestly, we'll see how the album goes. I'm not trying to say, oh, it's already going to be bad, but I'm just saying it's like, I don't like how the fact that you're going to put year-old songs in a new album that we've been waiting for 7 years. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make any sense. I haven't seen any other rapper be doing shit like this. I haven't. And if there are, please let me know in the comments. Because I have not seen any other rapper do shit like this. I have not. The only time, and I'm gonna tell you this in one way, the only time you be seeing older songs on another album is if the album is a continuation of the first one. This album Cardi B's doing is not a continuation of the first one. It's not. This is her newest album that she's taken 7 years to do, and then she's putting year-old songs, into this new album. Even Ice Spice has never done this. I haven't seen Megan Thee Stallion done this. I haven't seen Sweetie done this. I haven't seen... there's so many other female rappers, or even male rappers themselves too, have not done this. So why is Cardi B only allowed to do this? There's only a little bit of people on this side just talking about, Cardi B shouldn't be doing this, but there's a whole big side just saying, it's okay. Really? Actually, can I just say this? I've noticed when Cardi B released her song Outside, I think. Yep. You see, I can't even remember the name of the song, and some people were calling it alleyway or something. I don't even know why, but some people were calling it that. It's outside. Yeah. The funny part about her song that the audio video she released on YouTube. I noticed when the whole news about it being number one on US iTunes chart, whatever, the amount of views on that audio actually was climbing. And I kind of thought that was a little bit suspicious because it's so funny to me how slowly the views were climbing on that audio. And I'm just like here, like, I was like, kind of expecting it. I was like, at least get to 1 million. That's what I was saying when I first listened to it. And I looked at the days and I was like, that's weird. It's just still, you know, at this level. And but yet there's other people releasing songs a day after her, and like, I don't know, like, I was just so confused. But then after when the announcement came that she blew the charts on iTunes, the view started to climb a little bit up. And that's when I knew things were getting suspicious. Because it's like the song, I didn't hear Billboard say anything when the song came out. I didn't hear it say anything. The second day, I didn't hear them say anything. The third day, nothing. I didn't hear. That's the thing. When I even asked, like, all my friends, none of them even knew she even released the song. Majority of people online didn't even know she released the song. It was all this promotion that's going on for her, and I have to say something honestly. She has been, from what I've heard, and this has been going on since she's came out. From what I've heard, she's been known to pay to be a little bit more up, if you get what I mean. So, just pay for more and more promotion deals and stuff like that, just so she could be up. And I didn't want to believe it at first because I kind of did like some of her songs, actually, when she first came out. And even when Motorsport came out, it's like Nicki, Cardi, like, oh my gosh, you know what I mean? And those are the only two I was listening to. I think I listened to Quavo, and then that's it. It was like Cardi, Nicki, and then Quavo. That's how it all actually went. I didn't really listen to Offset's verse. I kind of didn't like Offset's verse, I have to be honest. This is not a vlog. I don't know why I keep talking. But yeah, as I'm saying, everyone was saying that she was just paying for payola. That's the main word. And now that word is popping up again. So let's see how this album does when it comes out. Let's see. And I really want to see how it does. Because when Nicki Minaj's album came out and I was hearing all the songs and stuff like that, I kind of was expecting that, because she didn't release an album for a while, I was expecting her to do really good, and she did. But it was known that she was actually supposed to do actually much better than that. It was just that some people were behind the scenes were trying to fuck that shit up. Like I said too, or I don't know if I brought this up, she was supposed to do a documentary, and she has not done that documentary. They won't release it because of issues going on. Nicki's house been swatted for out of nowhere. It's like Nicki has a child, a toddler, and her house is being swatted. Why is that happening? You know what I mean? And it's like, you don't even hear this shit with Cardi B, but you're hearing this shit with Nicki Minaj. That's why I'm saying there's this Nicki versus Cardi B type thing. And I really don't like it. It's just like, it's too much going on. Too much. And I personally feel like we need to treat them equally. Then again, it's like, you have to look at what Nicki has done in comparison to what Cardi B has done. And Nicki Minaj, in my opinion, Nicki Minaj can switch flows so quickly. Cardi B can rap really good. Don't get me wrong, in my opinion. Cardi B can actually rap. Most of y'all say Cardi B can't write her raps. That's all hearsay. I ain't gonna say that shit. That's all hearsay. But, I'm just saying, like, I kind of like some of Cardi B's songs. They sound okay. They sound really good, actually. Majority of them. They sound really good. But Cardi B came out around 2017, I think. And Nicki Minaj has been there 10 years prior. So I think Nicki should be getting a lot more accolades than Cardi B at this point. Cardi B should not be getting accolades like this, like this, like this, like this, like this. And Cardi B's hardly doing anything, you know, in comparison to Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj can rap even in different languages. It's like, I'm not saying Cardi B can't too. I've heard Cardi B rap in a different language, Spanish, obviously. But I've heard Nicki Minaj rap in different languages. And different accents. So, and she's known for rapping in different accents, trust and believe. So, why can Nicki Minaj get that same amount of accolades Cardi B's getting? That's what I'm trying to sit here and say. Because it just seems like now, like, everyone's just attacking Nicki Minaj, and I just kind of don't like it. I personally think Nicki Minaj has done a lot of stuff. She, to me, was the one that brought female rap back into the game. If it wasn't really for Nicki Minaj, I probably wouldn't even be listening to rap. Because it was Nicki Minaj that was the one rapping back then, especially when I was in elementary school. And I was listening to her songs or verses. And I actually started to love rap. So it was because of Nicki Minaj why I actually like rap. Anywho, that is the video. I'm gonna make a vlog right after this, so you might see a vlog with me in the same exact. Have a good day, good positive day. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, even comment. Let's talk about it in the comments. And yeah, and I'll see you in future videos. Goodbye.